In this video, I'll take a look at one bullet point listed in their 8K, their latest 8K, and I'm going to have to actually go to the 10Q to find out more information on what this means. And the point that I'm interested in is the one that says on track to complete the approximately 10 early adopter units in 2026. When I look at the prior year's 8Q from that same time period, it says reiterated delivery of early adopter units in 2025 with commercialization shifting to 2026. The key word mentioned in 2025 is delivery. In 2026, that delivery changes to complete. On the 2026 8K, there's a section that reads Karno commercial updates. Hyliion believes it remains on track to complete the approximately 10 early adopter customer units during 2026, and the company is accumulating run hours across multiple systems in parallel in preparation for field deployment. So just reading that first sentence, it's a forward-looking statement because they use the word believe, but I'm thinking they're running them at their site to confirm that it's actually working the way it should to actually before deploying it to the customer site. The company expects to begin delivering units to customer sites over the next quarter. Again, that's another forward-looking statement. In the CNC Titans video, this is a video clip, and I believe that this was recorded back in April, the first or second week of April 2026. And that is just from gauging. They have like these like cameras overlooking these 3D printers, and there's timestamps on each of these cameras, and it shows April 8th. And that's where I'm getting that information from. But in here, he's showing one of these Karno units off.
Fully self-contained, low maintenance box, super high efficiency, and we'll give you electrons out. And everything else is contained inside. This is our air intake. You've got some of the exhaust system. You've got your radiator system. So this is just like a radiator in your car. It's a glycol loop
Now, as of early April of 2026, this unit, there is no Karno module in the enclosure. The enclosure is empty.
Glycol's running through that chiller part of the Karno, cooling that helium down and causing it to compress.
All made pretty local?
In the U.S. primarily,
yeah, nice.
But across the U.S. This system here is actually property of the Office of Navy Research, and it's
that little stop sign on the top of it that's carefully taped with painter's tapes is ONR Module 6. So I'm assuming that that's one of the Karno modules that they're working on in April that they're running and testing from reading that statement on the 8K.
Actually going to be deployed at a Navy base to power one of their facilities.
So what's holding them back from delivering these units? We have to continue reading to find out why. Looking ahead to 2027, Hyliion plans to prioritize deliveries under existing military contracts while deploying additional 200 kilowatt Karno power modules with commercial customers, particularly data center operators, to demonstrate the product's capabilities. Now, I could go off on a tangent on data center operators, but I'm just focused on these 10 units that are being delivered to customer sites, which the only customer right now listed in their quarterly and annual reports is customer A, which is the Office of Naval Research. Hyliion believes this strategy will support near-term revenue for military programs while accelerating data center adoption and building a larger, longer-term customer pipeline. As a result, commercialization of the 200 kilowatt Karno power module is now expected in 2027. So you're seeing a shift from commercialization from 2026 to 2027. And this is where I would have to go to the 10Q to find out more information. And this is the most recent one to find out what's going on here. In 2026, R&D activities have focused on testing and validating the Karno power module operation and software controls while building additional units for early adopter customers for field testing, including the U.S. Navy. We project that we remain on track to complete, it uses that word, same word, complete, approximately 10 early adopter units during 2026. To date, testing of both engineering development units and customer units has been conducted at our Ohio facility, allowing engineers to closely monitor system operation and rapidly incorporate design enhancements intended to improve the performance and reliability. From that sentence alone, to date, testing of both engineering development units and customer units has been conducted at our Ohio facility, allowing engineers to closely monitor system operation and rapidly incorporate design enhancements. That sounds like they're still working on it. Especially the words that read rapidly incorporate design enhancements. Later in 2026, these initial units are expected to be deployed to customer sites. So it sounds like they want to ship these to the Office of Naval Research later in 2026, where they will undergo continued testing and validation while simultaneously operating in their intended commercial environments. Because keep in mind that the Office of Naval Research is just it's a research and development segment of the Navy. In the second quarter, we successfully completed the non-recurring portion of the Underwriter Laboratories UL certification testing for the Karno power module, a key milestone before delivering units to customer sites. Testing included the linear electric motor, battery system, and complete power module. Individual production units will continue to undergo final operational testing before receiving final UL certification until completion of facility level certification, which is expected in the coming months. So it sounds like the hold up is getting UL certification for all of these 10 early adopter customer units to the Office of Naval Research. So it sounds like they're on the cusp of, well, they're on track to complete the approximately 10 early adopter units. And then after that, they'll get UL certification on each of these 10 units. And after which they can deliver it to the customer site. I believe that's why they're using the word complete. So they say, we've assembled it, we've run it. They're waiting on UL certification so they can deliver it to the customer site. And there's also a sentence that reads, development also continues on design enhancements intended to increase the generator's power output and efficiency toward design specifications. These efforts include further optimization of the regenerator to increase its thermal storage capacity during operating cycles, as well as improvements to the thermal insulation of other system components to further reduce heat losses. From reading that, they're still working on, in my opinion, the trying to get up to the full 200 kilowatt power output rating. They're not there yet, but at least they can ship the 150, 175, 180 kilowatt versions to the customer site to get the ball rolling. And the delay, from what I'm reading from these documents, would be the individual UL certification on each of the units, because at this point, they haven't received facility level UL certification. So it's key that they can complete the approximately 10 early adopter units this year, and they could either deliver them in 2026, or they can kind of waffle and shimmy, and that the delivery part will spill into 2027 if that happens. Again, I'm not a predictor of the future. I'm just reading these documents and trying to make sense of what's taking place.